Hey Mechwarriors, welcome back. Opa plays MechWarrior 5 DLC mode career. Slightly modded with yet another mech lab as my mech lab of choice. We're in the Matar system. We just finished up Bring Her Home Part 3. Got to repair some damage here. Got to get my next mission, which is going to be Bring Her Home Part 4 for Samantha Cole. And we're going to go make her giggle at the end of Part 4, which is off the map, well, way up there. Riesling's planet. Don't see no sense in farting around with it. Let's go take a look. And as soon as we're done here, we're going to come back here and take a hard look at this hero mech and see what they got. Although I am getting a rather full... I can go on for days. You can actually get more if you want, so. The more choices you have, the better off you're going to be, to a degree. I'm also playing Pilot Overhaul, and Pilot Overhaul includes each of your pilots can be trained, and each of your pilots develop an affinity for the different mechs in your mech bay, but they have to have actual experience using that mech. And we got a priority transmission in March of 3028, saying 6 months. That makes it September-ish. It was, however, the end of March, so let's keep that in mind. Any changes here? Nope, nothing. So we're going to go ahead and take this contract for an 80 campaign at 400 tons. Anybody ever seen this one before? It's a fun one. Let's see. I'm taking the money because we're going into Kestrels and I don't want to go in broke. I'm also going to go take a look at that, ooh, he's not done. That's okay, he's not going to be used anyway. He's not done. That's 11 days. I think we're going to let that one wait. We might just leave him in that. No, we're not. No. Nightstar's a long-range missile mech, and we don't need that in this mission coming up. What we need is beefy sluggers. And we don't care how fast they are. We do want to put the 13 with the boar's head, 13 for energy weapons. And the Atlas A on Salinas because he's got a 12 for missiles, and that's all about SRMs. He's going to go in and blast out the mechs. Everybody else is going to take care of everything else, and it's not going to be you goblins. Sorry. You're going to get somebody that's good to go. Let me pick the mech form first. Since we're going to go in slow and steady, we'll take the Banshee with lots of choices. And nobody's ridden it yet at all. I need to get him up and moving. Yep, this is an easy 400, but still, we'll get him up with the Kestrel Lancer stuff. Ooh, we all need some training on the way there too. Too many of these folks have not reached their potential, and too many of them are actually filled up all the way, as good as they're going to get. I need to open that up soon. Otherwise, we're wasting our time sitting around in Kestrel Lancers for at least the first couple missions of it.
Commander, incoming message from Samantha.
The decryption process is taking longer than I had anticipated. But without a doubt, the data originated here. I'll see if I can make any more headway in deciphering this. Maybe it can tell us something useful. In the meantime, I want you to take these bastards down. It's time they learn no one messes with House Cole.
You heard the lady. Targeted location has been marked.
Okay, I've watched a lot of people play this. I've played it a few times. Few. I've tabulated the results. I've analyzed how it plays out. And I'm just going to tell you, I play it going straight ahead. You can do the nice long run through the cavern system and take on bits and pieces of the forces, or you can charge straight ahead right into the fray and handle it. There will be less at the end in total kills if you go straight forward. You will get more kills in salvage if you divert off and what you want are choices on salvage. You already get the Victor Basilic. And as you've seen by now, if you've watched me play, I don't go for salvage much.
Stop moving now. I've just seen schematics of the base. It's heavily fortified, and you are within a hair of triggering its perimeter defenses. A full frontal assault would trigger alarms and put the base on high alert, leading to increased resistance.
What do you suggest, Rihanna?
Samantha's briefing mentioned a path along the edge of the base. It's a longer detour, but we can potentially catch them by surprise if we take it. I strongly suggest the path of least resistance here, Commander, though the choice is yours.
Going this way off to my left is what she calls the path of least resistance. There are 3 different locations where there's a communications tower you have to take out within a certain time period, or they bring in other forces. The other forces that they bring in include the VTOLs that we're going to see going this way, but they also include mechs, etc. That's going to be about 12 mechs and 15 tanks going that way, of various sizes. And when you get done with them, you still have the force up here. So going up here, you avoid all of that. But you do get the VTOLs coming at you. About 18, which is a lot. And because of that, knowing that, I do this. And I recommend you do it too. Not what I wanted. Yeah, just that. It lets me take out VTOLs easier and quicker. Not so much for the Marauder 2 that's in here. That's right, there's a Marauder 2. And you could salvage it. You can take the time and knock out its legs. I don't want you to.
Commander, it seems like the entire Shadow unit is closing in on your position. You're in for a hell of a fight. Another message from Samantha, Commander. You're going to want to hear this.
Commander, I just finished decoding the data. I know who's responsible for the attack on my father. I don't believe it, but it's my own family. Estranged cousins. They fled the Federated Suns long ago after a failed attempt to usurp my grandfather. They appeared to have taken refuge in the Draconis Combine, supplying House Curator with classified information about my family in exchange for clemency. The pilot of the Victor that attacked my home, it's my
Stalkers
cousin,
are mean.
Cedric.
You need to take them out as
He
fast
aims
as
to
you
kill
can.
my father and take the throne for himself with the backing of the Draconis Combine. You have to stop them.
Commander,
Some mean
a
too.
puppet of the Draconis Combine ruling over House Cole would destabilize the entire region. We have to put a stop to these usurpers now.
Whoever you are, you have no business robbing me of my birthright. By
Sure I do.
aligning yourself with the
Mercenary.
fools of House Cole, you
Hello?
have only sealed your fate. You will be the first to die in my ascension to the throne. My rule begins today. I will take
buddy. You never had it.
You should have let the Duke and the girl die. Hammer here. Vehicle destroyed.
New target, Victor.
Speak of the devil. I do try to take this one out with leg sweep so it's not such a mess when it's all over.
I've got too far to be stopped by the likes of you.
Let's see that core.
Target destroyed.
The facility has gone cold, Commander. No other hostiles detected. And one more thing. Incoming transmission from Samantha.
Hey, that was really amazing what you did for my family. This plot against us has been in the work for generations. And now it's finally over. Thank you. Thank you for... Look at me getting all sentimental. Well, a deal is a deal. I'll head back to my father, and I'll make sure you get a little something extra for your efforts. Nice work, Merc.
Here's a hint or a tip, whatever you want to call it. When you go in and you change your standard weapon groups because of a specific need for a mission, before that mission's over, change them back. Now, you've seen my way of playing it, what do you think? Well, there we go. Almost level 12. 5 million C-bills. I think I'm going to try and make level 12 before the Kestrel Lancer starts off. I got 6 months. But, we'll see. Didn't take salvage, of course. Wouldn't mind having one of them. Well, I got the Mad, Marauder 2. There you go. So, could have had him for 38 share points. You keep that in mind. You get into this mission. I did core him, so it's not like he was undamaged. So that's what you're going to need to do if you want him. It's not a bad mech at all. I find it to be a big target on the field. It is what it is. I also find that the alpha damage, considering I didn't shoot any or kill any weapons, at 40. I think that's pretty low for a mech this size. There's that stalker I blew the crap out of. It's got an alpha damage of 80. You go pick it. Alpha damage makes a difference. Really, truly does. I'm going to take that because it's money. Excuse me. And as you can see, for all that banging we did, not a whole lot of damage. 179,000 C-bills. Not a lot of damage. 12 air units plus 6, 18 as promised. Only 2 mechs. No, we didn't get credit for killing the Victor then. There's some strange stuff and mechanics going on about that. We didn't get credit for killing one of them. We know we killed the Stalker. We know we killed the Marauder 2. And we know we killed the Victor. So there you have it. I think if they eject, maybe you don't get credit for it, or some strange mechanics in there. Not a lot of damage points. And look, I shot the lowest because I was shooting these little flybirds that can pick you away. Anyway, moving along. 1, Victor Vasilik. I did not leg it, I cored it. Damn it. But the XL engine is still good. And the LBX solid and cluster are repairable. So, whoop, and that puts me to 12. So much for trying to make it before Kestrel Lancers. I think I did. We're going to fly down like I promised before we went into battle down to Marduk, because there's no E on the end to soften the K. And that was your English lesson for the day. And I slurred that because I do wear dentures. So if you hear that in my voice, that's what's going on. Plus, I've had 3 strokes, and I reserve the right to slur a word here and there. Hero Centurion, that would be the Yang Yellow or YLW, which is not yellow, it stands for something else entirely. And for some reason they made it the number 2. Yin Lo Wang, that's right. Yeah, Justin Allard, just somebody's mech at Solaris. I don't need anything near this range. I really don't. Telling myself not to buy it. Okay, successful. I'm not going to buy it. That came along in the call to arms. No, there was one before that. You're getting strange on me. If I was going to buy anything, I'd buy the Orion just because it's an all-around, all-purpose mech. But I'm not going to. What I am going to do is fix up the Basilisk after I say repair all, and then tell it, not you. Because the one thing I don't like on, especially assault mechs, are jump jets. We'll repair that. Repair all of that. Good, I got back the XL engine. I see no need whatsoever for 3 streaks at 1 ton each. I understand the idea of the streak. Not so happy with them overall. In fact, I would much rather that be a 6, or if not a 6, a LRM-5. Not the Artemis, because that's an extra ton. And with 1 ton of our ammunition for the 6, that actually returns to me a ton. This is nowhere near enough ammo for a pair of LBX-10s, unless you're planning on fighting an arena fight where you're going to shoot 20 times and be done, because you're only fighting one other mech. Even 3's not really enough. But as you can see, we're coming up on a constraint with tonnage. I always do the max armor. Can always peel some back here and there, but you want max armor. I don't have any extra ammunition for the LBX, and I doubt I'm going to find it in the market because they're not really in vintage yet. So we're kind of stuck there. That being the case, I'm going to bounce that out, get me back the weight from it, bounce those out, repair the arm, get back to jump jet, and do exactly what I was talking about. Oops, I bought those. I thought I had them. Dang it. That was a waste of money. Maybe, if I didn't have them already. I did not, so. Well, not on an arm. Not on an arm. We'll do you that. And we'll stop, pause, and take a look. I've got a relatively well-cooled mech, but not quite enough. Not really enough LBX ammo still. We'll have to see if we can find some down the road. I got a Guardium ECM. And here's the problem. I lost my engine double heat sinks. That hurts. Lost those 2. Do I have any? Well, I got one of each. Not sure I want to put that in this. This is going to be a cool mech to start with. Once I fill it up anyway. I don't have any single heat sinks. I must have sold them all off. How did that happen? I only get 2 here. That's going to hurt. That's going to hurt a lot. We're going to have to go somewhere else. Like, right away. Yeah, that's going to hurt. And that's already 83 days. That's okay. We just won't get to use them in the first, Oh no. Castle Lanterns is still 6 months away. We're just going to have to put a pin in that and remember it. We'll start work. Everybody else is cranking. I keep, excuse me, I keep the basilisk around in my mech bay because the simple fact is that 64 kilometers per hour assault mech is worth keeping. Unless it's a charger with the short burst lasers, small short burst lasers being the only thing it's got. That's not a mech. Even with a assault katana, as he's running up to you, you kill it. I got a double heat sink. I think we call that sold. How come you can't sell me more than one? Wouldn't that be sweet? And it'd also be nice if you had some singles in there I could buy as well, but you do not, so. What else you got? Well, we'll do the good stuff only. Medium claws I do not need. I'm appalled there's no singles. It'd also be great if there was some LBX ammo available. I'll take that, because I might use it. What we got here? The Battlemaster 1P for Pirate. Fact is, I don't need it right now. Yep. Thunderbolt would be sweet, but I'm kind of keeping my heavies to hero mechs if I can. I'll slide over here. It's only April. Speaking of only being April, I gotta take the shooting time away and focus in on doing some training for my my pilots. Not seeing anything I really like there, but I will refill my cantina. But not with any of that. Okay. I seriously doubt we're going to have anything here. I was correct. Folks, I got to spend some barracks time. That's all there is to it.
This is Chopper here.
The trick is going to be leaving 4 pilots that are still usable in the short term. He needs it because he's below 60. Whoops. He doesn't need that, he needs the training. I'm not going to give up all that much. Energy and ballistics by 2. Sold.
Glad you joined the company, Commander. Let's kick some ass.
The only way I'm going to train him some more is if he has ballistics at this point. And that's nope. I gotta do he won't be ready until after Kestrel starts. ISIS, you need everything. You're out for a while.
Glad to be aboard, sir. Billeted and ready.
He doesn't get any. Power's maxed out. Take a look at her.
Exploration and fortune has brought us to meet. Glad to be on board, sir.
Ballistic and shielding. Or an overall. I think the difference is if you hit these, she actually gets them now. You hit this, she's got to go earn them. Or some such thing. 105 is worth it. And she went up now, see? Meat, 65. We're going to keep you in even though you're not really good at shooting stuff. We'll keep you ready. And Revis, you need to jump because you've only got 7 in missiles. Let's see what I can find you. Not anything to do with that. You need... What was that again? Hang on. Ballistic and shielding for...
Powering up. Let's do this.
That wasn't him. Which one of these is... Doesn't matter. He's below 60. He gets training.
I relish the fight.
Who's left and ready to go right now? 5 people. Not counting Goblin.
Glad you joined the company, Commander. Let's kick some ass.
I don't care who you are. You shouldn't have to look at that. Whoops, I didn't do that one. There you go. This is the actual name of the guy. See, right there.
Gunman here.
I could still get one more of these guys training. It's not going to be Salinas, because might as well be
This is ISIS.
her. Oh, she didn't get any. What is that? What? Oh, says up here training for 158 days. Says down here nothing. Bad deal.
Glad you joined the company, Commander. Let's kick some ass.
Powering up. Let's do this.
Yeah, see that just bumped up this, but not anything here. Okay. So much for that. Now. I hate to shop and pay for single heat sinks. It just doesn't make any sense at all. But in today's world, if you don't have it, you need it. That's what you shop for. In that day's world, I guess it's the same thing. It's because I'm not salvaging mechs and then stripping them and selling them. It's my story, I get to tell it my way. Got 3, haven't used them. Should probably buy more. Nope. 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 No and no again. And because we're in prep mode, Thunderbolt. Wish you could just pay the extra. That'd be kind of cool. We'll upgrade that. And as promised, let's do this in a sensible form. I would get 1 tier 5, but I'd have to give up, or yeah, to give up 6 tier 4s. Not gonna happen. Nope. 6 for 1. Look at that. Got to give up. Oh, that's PPC. No, wait. Yeah. No. I'd rather sell them. I'm not going to give up 4 for 1, so that's all that. Where are we here? We are at 31 minutes into the mission. Only had one combat, and I got to get into a place for the next one, doing something I want to do. And that includes testing out mechs and testing out pilots. It also includes refitting that Basilic before it's time. What is that one? Powder keg, level 10, 3 missions. And it's out of range, of course. Good news is that means the Basilic will be ready. So we're going to do, I think, what is this one? Cold Snap's not a good one. It's only 2 missions, but it's here and somewhere up in here, way outside of range. And we're going to Kestrel, which is in this area. Not that that matters too much. Let's crank over to another industrial hub. See if the Bazzy's done, and then go ahead and put the rest of the heat sinks into it. Get it fully ready to go. Ooh, got lucky there. Freebie. Well, arbitrarily costs money, but got 1 double, but no singles. Well, I could buy another Atlas. That would go in nice for the Kestrel. And keep in mind, I don't do king crabs much. It's a wide, squat target, which is really good when if you follow my cursor. That's how you shoot the lasers most of the time. You're sweeping them in or sweeping them out. So wide targets take the hit for it. I got a Cataphracts 2X. And that's kind of funny because as we go fight the Kestrel Lancer, we go to the factory and capture it that makes the Cataphract. And these were just introduced in 3027, as you can see on the screen. They're good 70-ton mechs. They're okay they're balanced 70-ton mechs. I'll leave it at that. Atlas D, do I need one? No, I do not. I really don't. I just don't. Okay, what we were talking about was we're going to take a look at the Basilic, which is now just plain under ton, and load her out. Excuse me, sorry. Speaking of undertonned, we do not have any LBX solid or LBX ammo, period. So this is going to be an AI mech. I won't take one with only 2 tons of ammo. We'll kick that out. Put that in. 1.7. How's that look? I should go through and make sure everybody has that. I'm just about good to go with the total heatsink thing. And one thing I'm gonna do is drop down a half a ton of armor, because it does, after all, have hero mech armor to start with, and we'll give it a half ton of boom boom. I've got lots of reach out and touch somebody. 615 points of armor on a 80-ton mech, moving along at 64.8, which is its own form of armor. An ECM mech, which is its own form of armor. Guardian ECM, which is its own form of armor. And we'll spread the damage here with that, so no criticals on the arm, no criticals on this arm. We'll double protect that one because we like large lasers to stay in place. 15 days, good build. We're out of here. What? Okay, doesn't need repairs. It has a work order. Who else we got that could use a little bit of help? 5.6, 2.4, he could. That's what I thought. He's missing the big stuff right there. Now he can shoot all day long. I'm gonna hold that double heatsink until I get done checking out all the rest of my mechs. .3 to 4, yep, good to go. Banshee's 3 for almost 6, he's good to go. These guys have been used and abused for so long, I know that they're okay. Night Star 3.9 for 6.2. Yeah, he's okay. So back to the Atlas A. Oh, wait a minute. 3.5 to... Okay, only because that's my main ride will I even consider putting it in here instead of in here. But he needs it more, so... we'll just start that over again. .5 for 5.6. In case you're wondering what numbers I'm shouting out, you haven't seen me do this before, cooling heat should be at least half of your weapon heat. That's a rule of thumb to go by that I've read, seen, and played with, and it seems to work. You get to a really hot planet, it's not good enough. But for most practical applications, that's what you want. Which means 3.5 can take them up to a 7, this is pretty good. He does 25.84 points of damage per second, or 78.6 in an alpha strike. The only damage, or the only weak point for this alpha really is long range reach out and touch somebody. And as I sit here thinking about it, I am considering replacing the ACF-5, but I just don't want to really do that. Do I have an XL engine left? I do not. That's what it would take to significantly change this mech out. Wouldn't mind putting an LRM on here just to give it some reach out capability, but the best I could do is take out an SRM-6 with 3 tons and put in an LRM 10 at 5. I could put in a 5 ton or LRM 5 at 2 tons, but the damage that it does is pretty much meaningless. Doesn't mean I'm not thinking about it. Nah, I'd rather shove a LRM 10 in there. And maybe with the heating changes I made, that maybe that's worthwhile. Let me go to LRM 10 because it is on the torso. Now, does that mean I can drop an SRM ammo? I've got 1, 2, 6 of them. I gotta come down 2 tons still. So one's gonna be this. Yeah, boy. Might be back in this all back out again, huh? Yeah, I'm still good on the heat. I came down in overall damage, but I got more reach out and touch somebody from long distance, which is helpful to have. And a third weapon. All I've got right now is SRMs and AC-5, so. It might make that a better mech, it might not. Where are we at on the time schedule? 59 days. Okie dokie. 59 days left. I'm looking on pilots. 30. ISIS will not be ready right away. Everybody else will be. Good deal. Folks, I'm in the north wind system. I gotta stop my endings feel. Hang on. There's no chance in hell I'm going to see 15 Mechwarriors during Kestrel, but I'm going to accept it because I want something going in. Not going to do this, that's all there is to it. I don't think I'm going to collect a wolfhound. So, I got 59 days left till Kestrel begins. We're going to do that during the next episode. I'm just going to go ahead and accept that and we'll jump into it. You get to watch all the cutscenes if you've never seen that before. And, yep, we'll have some fun with it. Until then, don't forget, comment, like, and subscribe. Come back and see us for some more. And until then, Opa's out.